We started off thinking 10 views will be enough. And
like just our wives will watch. And now, like, it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
It's gone over
Is that your
thousands.
phone, bro?
Oh, shit.
What happened?
I booked it.
Who?
Our next guest, dude. 6-time salsa world champion, Paulina Posadas.
That's pretty cool. You're Latino. You should know how to salsa, no?
Well, I'm not that good.
Bro, you're Latino. You don't even know how to salsa, bro.
Well, I can out salsa you, but
Yeah, right, bro. I can salsa, bro. I can throw down.
you're Greek, dude. What do you know about salsa? Fuck? You
But
think it's
so
a spice?
what? You want? Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Salsa dance off?
Right now, bro.
It's on.
Let's go. Show me what you got.
Let me show you how it's done.
Where was salsa dancing created?
You have the roots from Africa
Okay.
and
Ooh.
Cuba, of course. Yeah, we went to compete and we won the first competition.
I am here with Mrs. Paulina
Posadas.
Posadas, a 6 times world champion in
Salsa.
salsa. Exactly. So when I heard that, I had to meet you and I had to do a podcast with you because we like people that make it happen. That's our logo here, make it happen. So, and you obviously did if you're a world champion. So welcome, Paulina.
Muchas gracias. Thank you for the invitation.
Un placer. So what we're gonna do is we just want to know what is like the DNA of a champion like yourself. So we're gonna start from the beginning. Where did you start? Why did you start dancing? All of this. But before doing all of that, we want to make you feel welcome and at ease. Some people are a little nervous when they start the interview. So we're gonna either give you the choice to either read one of our fantastic jokes,
Okay.
which are not fantastic, or have a drink with me of tequila. Don Julio. You decide.
Are we drinking tequila like Mexicans, or are we drinking tequila like Canadians?
I'm saying like Mexicans because I think you mean pure.
No, I mean slowly but slowly.
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. I'll take a little bit of tequila.
All right. Yeah, Canadians just throw it down, right?
That's it.
It's because it's cold here, that's why. All right, Paulina. So, first of all, tell us, where are you from?
I am from Mexico, born in
Okay.
Mexico. I from a city called Morelia, Michoacan.
Nice. And you're born there. When did you come to Montreal? Did you go somewhere else before? How did it work?
I've been living in Mexico like most of my life. I came here. I came here as a resident 6 years ago,
Okay.
but I was traveling to Canada like 12 years since 12 years ago.
Oh, okay, because your English is fantastic for only 6 years ago. That'd be like, yeah.
Fantastic! Yeah, no, I'm okay.
Well, it sounds good to me. And so, are you fully in Montreal, Canada now, or do you still go back, or just to visit?
Yeah, now I live here officially.
Officially, okay.
Yes.
So you're one of us now.
Not yet, but soon. I think I'm gonna become citizen.
Very good. I hope for you. We need more champions here. So tell me, when did you start dancing and why? What inspired you to start dancing?
I started dancing when I was 12. My mom inspired me dancing because she was doing a folkloric Mexican dance style. And I was going with her to see the rehearsals, and it was just inspiring for me.
Okay.
But the reason why I decided to become a dancer is because when I was 15, in Mexico, you celebrate your quinceañera.
Yes, a quinceañera.
Yeah,
yes.
you need to do your dance and rehearse. And I went to a dance school, and that day they were doing a rehearsal. I saw these professional dancers. And I was just like, wow, I want to look like them.
It looks incredible.
Yes.
It is very impressive to see professional dancers. And by the way, quinceañera is what I used to bribe my daughter, because she went to a quinceañera once and she looked at the quinceañera. She goes, "Wow, she looks like a princess." And I go, "If you learn Spanish when you're 15, I'm gonna throw you a party." So now every day she's like, "Papa, talk to me in Spanish. Háblame español," every day, because she wants to be fluent just to have that party. So it's a good way to inspire young girls. So now you decide to dance. How do you go about it? You're in Mexico at that point. Do you start taking classes, or you already knew because of your mom, or?
No, I was doing a little bit of dance, jazz style. But from there, I learned my choreography. I did my 15 años show, and
By
right
yourself?
after, I started to dance with a partner.
Okay, nice. But was he a professional, or?
He was a professional. Yeah, he was helping me to do the choreography, which motivated more because you can get to dance with a professional dancer and to know what to do.
And you get better.
And you look better because you're dancing with professionals. But after that, I just kept taking classes and taking more classes, and they opened the vision to try different styles, not just salsa, like cha-cha-cha, merengue, cumbia, danzón.
So you dance all of that?
I started with that.
Okay. Do you did you compete in just salsa or those two?
No, just salsa.
Just salsa. And what made you say, okay, I'm good enough to be a competitor in this, I want to start competing?
Actually, my teacher, it's funny because he was always telling me that I was not good. And actually that pushed me.
Like me to my clients.
Yeah, that was the trick. Like, you're not good. You have to work on this. You need to compare yourself with the best ones. And that's how I saw myself the whole time. And I keep working hard. And then at some point he's like, okay, well, you should try to do a competition, because that way you can.
Together? With him, or like?
No, just in general, like, for now, just try by yourself. And I'm like, well, no, I'm going to try with somebody. And then I found a partner and I started competing. And it was funny because the first competition I tried, I was with my friend Ricardo, in case he hears. We went to compete and we won the first competition.
Already off from the bat?
Already.
You're a born champion then.
And that, like, okay, I think I can do this, but it was very local competition.
And this was in Mexico?
In Mexico.
Okay.
Everything in Mexico.
Okay.
And from there, I decided, okay, I think I can do it. And I started looking for classes somewhere else because my city was very small. Like, you don't have more information. So I started traveling to Mexico City.
Nice.
And I was traveling every weekend. That takes me like 5 hours taking a bus just to take classes.
That's determination. That's what makes a champion. Yeah. So then you found something?
I found, I would say the best dancers in Mexico at that time.
Okay.
And I started taking classes with them. And then I became they're part of their troupe.
Okay, nice.
And then another dance teacher invited me to dance with him.
Oh, that's great. Okay. So they obviously saw talent in you. It's not like just, look at that girl's trying to dance. You're actually really good from the beginning.
I think I had something.
Okay.
I had something that people would call flavor.
Yeah,
like the sabor. And I was just smiling a lot, and people like that, I guess.
Nice.
So from there, I did my first national competition.
Okay.
I was 19.
Okay.
And I won with my teacher. I won with my teacher my first national competition.
But not the original teacher, the teacher you had now.
The teacher, I got that when I was 19, yeah.
Okay. So national, we're talking all of Mexico?
All of Mexico.
Okay.
But I was lucky enough to dance with my teacher.
Okay. I feel like you're giving them a lot of credit. I think you did well too, but So let's see after that. So you win. You're now the Mexican champion, which is quite a big deal. I mean, it's a big country. How do you then you decide I want to take it to the worlds? How does it go?
Well, then I came back to my city, to my little village, and then my teacher is like, "Oh, well, but you still don't know nothing."
Oh wow, that guy seems like a nice guy.
But honestly, I think thanks to him, that's why I became better, because he always make me go back to the ground.
Yeah.
And like realize, okay, you need to train, you need to do ballet, you need to do gymnastics, and then I follow his advice, and I start doing ballet. I did gymnastics. I continue with my jazz training, plus my salsa.
Wow.
So I decided to specialize just on salsa.
Okay.
But I was dancing 5 hours a day plus my school, because I still was in school.
You were still in school.
Yeah.
At that point, you would have been like what, high school, college, university, or
High school.
high school still? Okay.
High school.
So, and one would ask, these classes could be quite expensive. How did you manage to pay for them? Did they kind of like believe so much in you that they'll train you for free? How did it go?
Yes, I always, well, at some point my parents, of course, they were not able to help me.
I can imagine. Yeah, it could get very expensive.
Yeah, so I was starting to get exchange with my teacher. Okay, I can give you a free show, and like you give me classes for free, right? Or they use me to do shows, and I just take classes.
Okay, you don't charge them and then give me classes.
Well,
Okay.
in Mexico, we don't really make money doing shows.
No, you don't. Okay.
But for them, it was like an exchange.
Okay.
Same for my training. The only things I have to pay, well, I will find a way. I will always sell things or make things to, like, I don't know, like I was doing. I was doing whatever, really.
Whatever you needed to just to get the classes and get better at it, because it was your passion, right?
It was my passion.
Okay, still is.
Still is. Haven't changed.
So then, where do you go from there? You're the Mexican champion. You go back to your teacher. He's obviously nice. He says you don't know anything. Then you start knowing more. I'm assuming with him. What's the next step?
The next step, well, I kept dancing, and then I did my first trip out of the country.
Okay.
To get to see the real dancers in America, United States, right? So I went with my brother. My brother also danced with me a little bit. He was my partner as well. And we just got a maze from the Congress in Los Angeles. It was probably, I don't know, 2,000 people there. It was amazing. It was too much people.
Like salsa's huge there, no?
Salsa. It was a big deal at that time. And I just said, okay, I wanna be a professional dancer. I need to be here in a Congress. I need to be the teacher. I wanna be doing the shows.
Okay. And so what steps did you take towards doing that? More of classes, more training, I'm assuming?
More training, more classes. I kept going to Mexico City, traveling the 5 hours by bus. Every weekend coming back to school, taking 5 hours a day, jazz, ballet, dance, salsa, everything.
Okay.
Every day. So I was like...
Every day.
I was obsessed, yeah.
No day off. Well, it paid off.
No day off. And after that, I decided to find a partner.
Okay.
That could have the same...
passion that you have?
Yeah.
The same goal also?
The same goal.
Yeah.
The same goal. So I found a couple, 3, 4, 5 people.
Yeah.
Actually, I found many dancers that we compete, we won competitions. It was fine.
Again, local, or were you on the world stage at that point?
At that point, it was local, Mexico.
Okay, yeah.
So I did a lot of competitions. We won, but we could never have the opportunity to go to the worlds because they were not able to travel to United States.
Oh, okay,
because of the visa papers.
The problem with the okay.
So I always have to change partner, and then the same problem.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And how come you were able to?
I got when my parents they did my papers when I was younger.
Okay, so then it was taken care of.
It was done, And that's it. After that, one day I found a partner. Actually,
Where did you find him?
I met him in Mexico,
Okay.
but then we talked for the first time in Canada, in Edmonton, actually.
Okay. And you were in Edmonton for another competition?
I went there for a contract for
Okay.
dancing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. And when do you take your talents to the world stage?
Well, it happens a lot during that time. I did a lot of Mexican competitions. I did a lot of trainings, and then I would say maybe 9 years after I started it,
So this would be 2000 what?
2000, maybe 2011.
2000. Okay, so
Ish.
fairly recently.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm very bad with dates, really.
Okay.
But
It's like about 10, 15 years
I
ago.
was
like-
20 years old.
Okay.
21 years old.
Okay. Perfect. And so then you go to, where was it? Where was the world events held at?
It was in San Diego.
Okay.
San
Good.
Diego in the United States. But the first time I was there with my partner, we did a good job, but we didn't win, but we
Okay.
got third place the first time.
Okay. So it was in San Diego,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pure salsa, the competition?
Pure salsa, a little bit of cha-cha-cha, a little bit
Okay.
of those styles related, but
Yeah.
it is the main focus was a salsa competition.
And I've been to a few because I trained a girl for ballroom dancing, not in the dancing part because I'm terrible at dancing, but for the fitness part, she needed to be really fit. So I helped her with that, and then obviously she's like, come to my competition and to see. And I watch, so I don't know if it works the same way, but they would have to do like 6 different dances, and then the judges are there noting the whole time, and then they do they calculate every how much they got on every dance, and then whoever had the best cumulative points is the one who wins. Is it kind of the same way? How does it work for a salsa competition? I have no idea.
Yeah, the one they're talking about is a ballroom competition.
Ballroom, yeah.
And as we just qualified the piece, the show, we have a choreography,
Okay.
and it's 2 minutes choreography, and they have scores. Like they qualify technique, musicality, showmanship, choreography, difficulty.
Okay,
And
I get. Okay.
you receive a score for each of it, and then they take the average, and then they compare you with the other ones.
So that's almost like figure skating or gymnastics or stuff like that.
Similar,
Right? Okay.
yes.
Okay. Very good.
Uh-huh.
And so.
So after that, honestly, I was very competitive, and I had a goal in my head. I needed to win.
You wanted to be the world champion.
the world champion, really. And I would say what was stopping me at that time, because I was very consistent, I was training a lot, was my personality, actually.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
I was very shy.
Okay.
I feel still I'm a bit shy in general, but
Okay.
but I was introverted.
And an introvert. Yeah,
Introvert
yeah.
person. And I couldn't get further because of that.
Okay.
Because at the time of doing the show, I was like still.
Yeah, kind of nervous. So you're probably very good, but you wouldn't they say eat up the scene or really take control of the dance floor. Okay, so that's what was stopping you. So you mean you went to a few competitions and you didn't win? You were
Yes.
I don't know, 4th, 5th, like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so this is we said about 15 years ago. When do you win the actual first time?
I don't remember, but it took me maybe 2 more years after the first time.
Okay, so you did it. That's once a year, the competition?
Once a year.
Okay, so 2 more tries and then you got it.
Mm-hmm. And it was a girl, actually. It was so funny because she came to me and 3 days before the last competition, and she's like, you know what's wrong with you? And I'm like, no, you don't feel like a perra, like a bitch. That's what she said to me. I'm like, really?
Okay.
I was like, really?
Yeah. It's
You need to be like this, and loca and perra and bitch
And have
like,
an attitude.
yeah,
like,
have an attitude. You always like we
Yeah,
see you as a kid. You are not a kid.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try.
And it worked.
And it worked, yeah.
So now tell me, that's the first question I wanted to know is how does it feel to people to tell you, listen, in this competition, you are the best there is in the entire world. How did it feel?
Well, I in some point you don't believe it. Like
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I'm the best. Well, and again, I'm very bad to myself in a way because I always say like, oh, I'm the best of this competition. I'm the best today.
Today I was the best. Okay.
Yes. So, but like it took me a while to understand that. Oh, okay, I won a competition that I
Yeah.
worked hard for years. Like
Yeah.
that I deserve it, right?
Yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah.
And also after 6 times did you start believing, yeah, I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
I took, I'm sure you had the attitude now then to be like, yeah, this is my championship.
Well, actually, like I people always told me like it's easy in a way to dance to win the first time, but it's harder to keep winning. Like yeah, we know.
You can win once by luck or something like that. Yeah.
They say that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, in reality, it's so much work. Like keep winning because
To maintain that status.
to maintain the status for many reasons. For people expect you to do better and better. It's not even just the competition judges. It's your public, your fans in general.
Yeah. They want better. They want more. They expect perfection. I'm assuming from you.
Perfection in all sense, like not just on the moment.
Okay. Wow.
Your life.
Your life has to be perfect.
Yeah, so that was hard for me. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll never be salsa champions, I think. After 6 years, after 6 world championships, does your original teacher finally tells you you're good or something, or is he still like you don't know anything?
I actually haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh, he's probably hiding. He's embarrassed. What was his name?
It's Javier Gutierrez.
Javier Gutierrez. This one's for you.
No,
We're gonna tag him. You created a champion. Come take credit for it.
no, he was nice to me.
So before you were saying how you were looking for partners, and I know it could be very, very hard to find a partner, whether it's for salsa, whether it's for life, whether it's business and everything. By the way, are you married now? Are you?
Yes, I'm married. Yes.
So this next game is gonna be completely fantasy. So like not to get your husband upset or anything. So if we're gonna play this game, and we made it a special twist just for you.
Oh.
It's called Marry, Fuck, or Kill.
Oh.
Okay? So we show you 3 pictures, and you decide if you would marry that person. Obviously, you're already married. But in fantasy, marry, have a fun night with them, or kill them. Because those are the emotions that we go through. With you, we did a 4th. We said marry, fuck, kill, or dance. Who would you dream to have a dance with, So I'm going to show you pictures. And I'm going to show you 4 pictures, and you're going to think about it, and then you're going to tell me who you want to marry, who you want to fuck, and who you would kill, and who you would dance with.
Okay.
All right?
Is your husband Latino?
It's Quebecois.
Oh, he's Quebecois.
Hey.
We're good, bro. We're good.
We're good?
A Latino would have come said, what are you saying? Don't show pictures like that to my wife. No, okay, they're not bad. So the first one is, to me, the greatest singer of all time, Mr. Mark Anthony.
Ooh.
Looking good, obviously, with the shirt open and all. Second one, pretty good singer too, if you like bachata, Mr. Romeo Santos.
Oh.
I'll make it bigger because they're doing their sexy pause there. Just for you. Third one,
Yes.
Mr. Enrique Iglesias.
Oh.
You know all these guys, obviously, right?
Yes, I
They're
know.
like, you're gonna think I'm old, but these are like the singers that were relevant back in my day. And the last one, Mr. Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
There you go. So out of these 4 guys, we have Mark Anthony, Romeo Santos, Enrique Iglesias, and Ricky Martin. Who would you marry, fuck, kill, or dance?
Oh my God.
You can take your time. You can have some tequila too. It helps.
Tequila.
And if you notice, they all have their shirt open.
Of course.
I took these pictures especially for you.
Well, I think I know already.
All right, so go for it.
So I would dance with Mark Anthony, obviously,
Okay.
because he will sing, and I'll be in a huge concert and thousands of people. Like I would dance with him definitely.
That would be amazing. I'm sure it's a lot of people's dream. Not mine, but a lot of people. And okay, so we have dance, so that's up. So now we got marry, fuck, or kill. You're gonna have to kill a Latino
Oh my
legend here.
God, that's weird. Okay, I will have to kill Enrique Iglesias.
Oh my God.
Why he's laughing?
Usually people leave that for the end, but okay, sorry, Enrique. Sorry, Enrique. Any reason in particular that you?
I
wanted?
just never like his voice when he sings.
Poor Enrique. I hope he doesn't listen.
I
to
mean,
this.
he's a good singer. I mean, I'm not a good singer, but it's just the only reason.
Enrique, you're out. How about now to marry and one night apasionada?
Oy.
You got Romeo Santos or Ricky Martin?
Yeah. Well, I will probably noche apasionada with Romeo. It's a bachata, you know. It's like
Yes, it's true. But so you're gonna decide to live a lie and marry
I will
the
marry.
gay guy.
Yes,
It's okay.
because it will be fun.
There you go. At least it'll be fun, and he looks like he's a lot of fun. So, well, there you go. So to summarize, we want to dance. Well, not we, but Paulina. I'll dance with all of them. Paulina wants to dance with Mark Anthony, have a noche apasionada with Romeo Santos. Marry Ricky Martin, and Enrique, sorry for you, but you're out of here. So
Wow.
good job. Surprising. I didn't expect that.
No.
But yeah, it's okay. Especially how fast you decided on Enrique Iglesias. That's why he was laughing. It's like, fuck this guy, kill him.
People are usually conflicted about who to kill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm like, it's easy.
Easy. You're dead. He's not really Latino. He's from Spain.
Oh, that's why.
All right. So now, nowadays, are you still competing?
No, I stopped competing. Because it was so hard for me.
I can imagine.
Body and emotionally, it was a lot of pressure. Like I said, you have to be perfect in all
Yeah.
sense, and yeah, and salsa has two levels. Like you can dance just flavor and
Yeah,
spins,
for fun. There, yeah.
but also you can do a lot of acrobatics, and I was doing a lot of those, and it was hard for my body. And
I can imagine. How old are you now, by the way?
I'm
without being 36.
36.
36. Oh,
Yes.
see, salsa keeps you young. You look. I thought you were in your
Yeah.
20s. Well, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, the body does start breaking down.
Yeah.
So, and it gets worse, by the way. When you're in your 40s, like me, it gets
Yeah.
pretty bad. But you still keep fit, I'm sure. Like, and now, from my understanding, is that you have your own school now.
I don't have a like establishment, but I teach my classes.
have
I
your
have
own
my
class.
teams, and
Nice,
yes,
nice.
I do.
And tell me a bit about that. I'm an entrepreneur myself. Always excited to hear about other people that are decided to follow their dream and their passion, and that can make a living out of it. That's impressive
Yes.
to me. So how does it work, and how did you start all of it?
I think I never have a goal of having a business. I
Okay.
always have to think of dancing,
Yeah.
and I don't feel it like a job. That's my trick of doing this. But of course, it's not easy, and I think not thinking about money it makes you continue.
Yeah, it makes you have fun, you know.
Have
like,
fun, yeah. I have my dance classes. I have my dance teams. I have my students like Soroush.
Yes. Who Soroush is the one that got us in contact. Great guy, I hear.
He actually is one of the champions of Canada. He competed with me. We have competitions pro amateur, and he won that competition.
You guys dance together?
Yes, we dance
Oh,
together.
very good, very good. Oh,
Yeah.
he's that good, huh? That's crazy because I met Surush when I was a trainer at the second gym I worked back then. It was called Energy Cardio, and he was one of the trainers, and I was kind of like the fitness consultant, so I would take care of all the other trainers. And if you would have told me that he was gonna one day be a champion just dancing, I wouldn't have believed it because he was into wrestling back then. He was into boxing, everything like
Like
rough but not necessarily artistic, not nothing beautiful about those things. And very you said you were introverted, he was a lot, and spoke with a bit of a thick accent that made him sound like a bit mean, whatever. So that's why we lost contact because I started my own thing. He went through he finished school, so he stopped being a trainer. And I always used to see things about boxing on Facebook. I always would see him posting things like that, and then one day he starts showing himself dancing, and I was like, he looks so much happier, and I'm like, wow, this looks so good. And I sent him a message. I was like, dude, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing that because you look really happy. And then he told me he started dancing and all that, and so I guess he has you to thank for that. I had no clue he was a champion. But good for him. So he's one of your many students. How many students do you have?
Well, I have many students doing shows with me.
Okay.
After pandemic, it went down, to be honest. A lot of people continue, but my generation, they stop.
Okay.
We get old and they're like, nah,
It's enough.
it's enough. So, yeah, now I'm starting to recruit new dancers slowly by
Okay.
slowly.
The pandemic, was it hard? I imagined because were you dancing with masks? How?
Well, first I have to be at my home teaching online,
Okay.
dealing
okay.
with my neighbors of the noise complaints. I got a ticket for that.
For real?
Yes.
Oh wow! Because you were dancing with high heels or something?
No, just because I'm dancing.
Wow. Okay. Annoying neighbors.
But in general, it was hard learning to use Zoom, learning to use online, all the new things that we were not used to it.
Okay.
Get used to teach alone, nothing around, just alone, talking to you.
Yeah, it's a little sad. Yeah. I went through the same thing. I'd be like, to be honest, I would do maybe 5 to 10 hours a week, but it wasn't even for the money, although the money helped. But it's just to keep your sanity. 'Cause what do you
Exactly.
do all day? You can talk to your partner, play with your kids a bit, but then my kids at that age were very small, so they were taking long naps. So you look at each other after a while. So I needed to do something. So I said I'm gonna start this online stuff, and it helped. It helped to have something to get up in the morning for, other than obviously your family, but something like in the professional aspect. So I understand what you went to. My numbers are nice. Nobody gave me that. no tickets.
Not tickets.
How did you do the transition from? I'm always curious about this because a lot of whether it's hockey, basketball, those are the sports that I follow. Even training, a lot of these champions, athletes like yourself, struggle to become a teacher after because it's something for you to know how to dance and be passionate, the determination to do everything, but to transmit that to other people, not everybody has that. How did you find that transition?
It was actually very hard.
Yeah.
It was so difficult. It's funny because you're talking about different styles, right? Different
Yeah.
activities, and I didn't know it was always hard. But it's well, I would like to say something else before that.
Oh yeah, go for it.
When I stopped dancing because it was hard for me
Okay.
emotionally. But then I had an accident.
Oh.
I had a concussion and I have to stop for 2 years, not moving, nothing
From dancing?
from dancing.
Wow.
Not even walking on the street. It was too difficult for me. I got dizzy.
Do you
And
remember what happened?
oh yeah, I got I just got hit in my head. I didn't fell or anything. I was doing a trick and I got hit. But
With
after that,
okay.
my brain got a lot of problems, so I had to
Yeah.
stop.
Concussions are rough.
Concussions for 2 years. But that was hard for me already, so I have to stop. And then I have to start when I started slowly. I have to start from zero.
Wow.
No dancing, and then I have to teach. I have to do the huge change from a dancer to teacher,
Okay.
and from zero.
But you wanted to do the change, or is the concussion that tell you like, okay, I gotta now switch it up?
The concussion told me to start with. Like, I was already teaching, but it was not my
Your main thing.
thing.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that kind of made things go a little faster and said, okay, you gotta start teaching.
But it was hard. It was like honestly, I got into a little depression
Yeah.
at the beginning from the not dancing.
The concussion, no, it does bring depression, and it has a lot of mental issues after a concussion. I got one too.
No, you too.
Yeah, till this day, I still think like sometimes I see, like strong light gives me headaches, and like a car braking really fast will like annoy me to a point. Like it annoys everybody, but it annoys me to a point where like you really get like anxious, and
Yes.
so it's not fun. And this was I'm old, so this was like 22 years ago.
Ooh.
So, but maybe now it's in my head, whatever. But I remember at first I was supposed to take some pills and all of that, but I was 20 years old back then, so like I took the pills, 2-3 pills, and I forgot about it. I thought I was all good, but yeah, no, you can live your entire life with like problems on that. So I can imagine going from zero to start everything again must have been really, really difficult.
Even Kiara spoke about that. We had a soccer player.
Yeah,
on the
with
show,
like 5 concussions.
and she spoke about like feeling down, and I don't know if she said depressed, but I do remember.
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And a lot of professional athletes after concussions, they go to a depression. It's I guess it's part of like the healing process or something, but it was not good. It's hard,
It is hard because for many reasons, like you expect yourself to do so many great things, and then no, you're just doing normal.
Yeah.
and, in a way, because your head plays with you, right?
Yeah.
So
And you're restarting everything. It must be
restarting
hard too.
everything, and it's funny, but me, I was never a normal person. Like I grew up with a schedule of 24 hours, right?
Yeah. You look like you're on the go, like you're moving.
Like
good,
that.
yeah.
So when I had to become teacher, I had to do a normal life as well. So I
Yeah.
was not.
You were
I
not used
still
to
don't
that.
feel like I'm used to having a normal life.
It's funny because my next question was gonna be, what's the hardest part about being a teacher you find?
The hardest part, I would say, sometimes I want to give the right knowledge, the best way. And if I don't find the way to do it, it makes me like,
Yeah, a bit angry.
and angry. Like, why? I cannot explain myself.
Okay, I get that.
For me, I always want to find a good solution and the best for every person.
I mean, I've been doing personal training for like 20 years now, and sometimes I think last month I thought of something. I go like, oh yeah, if I say it this way, it's a lot easier for them to understand. But so it never ends, right? It's always evolving process. So I'm sure like with time you'll get there more and more. But I can understand that it could be pretty frustrating,
It is.
not to be able to communicate as well as you want to. I have some clients mainly that are from China, and that don't necessarily speak the language as well as you and me, so it's hard to communicate sometimes, and it could get frustrating. You say, no, just go down here, and they're like this, this, and then you're like, you don't know, so it's frustrating. I get you. So you started teaching how long ago? Do you remember?
Teaching more than 12 years. Yeah, 12 years.
12 years? Okay, so it's been so when you won all those championships, you were pretty young.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you were like early 20s and stuff.
I was teaching and dancing and performing and at the same time.
Okay.
But I would never dedicate myself as a teacher
Okay.
until I got my concussion.
Okay.
It's funny.
It made you kind of go that way, but in life things happen for a reason, right? So I hear you're a great teacher, so you should be happy about that.
Oh, thanks.
So now you've been in this, like we said, for a long time. What do you think of the salsa scene today? Like, because I know at one point it was very, very popular. I don't know a lot about salsa, but is it still as popular? Is it did it go down? Did it change? What do you think about today's scene?
Then like, I think in general after again the the pandemic, people wanna just have fun, right? Like they just wanna enjoy.
Yeah.
They don't wanna stress for dancing.
Okay. Yes, I get it.
So I think they found that side of for anything, for bachata, for salsa, for they just want to have fun. They don't want to stress with the technique. They don't want to.
Yeah.
So I think it's a process that we're passing.
So you
for
think
this.
it's a little bit less busy now, but it will get busier. Like
It will
with
get
time.
busier. Yeah.
I don't see it going anywhere. Like I think what it needs is one of those great salsa movies. What's your favorite, by the way?
You know what? I don't like the salsa dance movies. I hate those.
None of them. I have a sister that's older than me. She's like 50 now, but she was obsessed, and therefore I had to watch it too because I'm like 5 years younger, and she take care of me. So with the movie Salsa, I don't know if you remember, but that was 1990 something.
Oh.
A fantastic movie where the guy has a very special hairdo. He's very abusive to his girlfriend. He's like really like it's like the typical macho Latino guy there, but he's a fantastic dancer.
Oh.
You know, and so she used to watch that movie. Oh my God. Like the number of times she rented it, we should have bought it. We would have saved like hundreds of dollars, you know. So she kept watching that all the time. It was called Salsa. You don't like movies, you probably wouldn't like that one because it's very stereotypical.
Yeah.
I remember maybe this one you'll be familiar. When I was in college, Dance With Me became very popular with Vanessa Williams. What did you think of that? No good?
That movie makes me dance more seriously.
Oh, it does?
That's true.
You know, I've never really sat down and watched it. I've seen it. I know kind of what it is. I think Chayanne is in it.
Chayanne,
Yes,
Vanessa
yeah.
Williams.
Very good. I should have put him in on the to choose.
Yeah, that would be.
The Mary.
Yeah, that will be all of them.
All of
not the kill.
All of them except the kill. Fantastic. I should have thought about it. Yeah, so that movie's not bad. And I don't know, what's the latest one I haven't...
There is a great movie called In the Heights.
Yes, I saw that yesterday while I was researching this a bit. Is that good?
It's the subject is always about like couple, they meet, they get in love, and then it's always the same.
It's predictable.
Yeah. But the dance parts were very good.
Okay.
Very, very good. It's the first time they take because you think of salsa in general, and you think of like happy and like flamingos, cha cha cha. But it's the first time in this movie they show great dancers
like
doing
professional
the
dancers.
real salsa.
Okay.
And I was very happy to see that because we never see it. So it's the only salsa movie that I seen that they do it.
So The Heights, you say?
In the Heights, yes.
In the Heights. You got that, Dimitri? We're going to watch that. It's going to inspire us because we might go see you to get some classes. Now, what do you think the future of it? You think it's going to come back? It's going to get as big as it once was? Or is reggaeton taking the place of everything and we're...
Yeah, I think it will come back. It will come back. The new styles are gonna keep going, of course, but we just need to make the new generations. We need to help them to understand,
to appreciate it,
appreciate.
Because I think like when I used to see, because I have some friends that are good salsa dancers, and my sisters, by the way, very good for like not a professional, but a like everyday people. And there is an art to it. It's very, very artistic. And when I used to watch those movies, I see how hard they train and everything. So, like, I think that's what needs to be appreciated because I've seen people dance to reggaeton. It's not the same thing. I like the beat, but other than doing this and pretending to sleep with a girl with clothes on, I don't know. To just rub against each other. I don't know what else it does, but there you go. So now you don't like it?
Oh yeah, I like Oakford. You know.
I mean,
That's it.
it's hard to resist Bad Bunny.
No.
Bad Bunny shouldn't have been in those pictures.
No.
You would have killed him right away, wouldn't you? All right. So now, Paulina, I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna ask you some questions that might get you in trouble.
Oh.
All right. So the rules are: I ask you the question. You're not forced to answer at all. If you decide not to answer, you have to go into the joke jar. It's there,
Okay.
right, Dimitri? There's two. Which?
It's the 5. The one that says 5 fucked up jokes.
Yeah. So it's this one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
The
So
other
from
one, the other one is the old jokes, just in case you.
yeah,
run out.
we don't need them. So, but before, if ever you read one of the jokes, one thing that I would like for you to tell the salsa community to come up with better jokes about salsa, because I looked and they were
not good.
You're gonna see if ever you have to read. There might be a few jokes about Mexico there. My apologies, it was all Dimitri. So, but you don't have to read them if you decide to answer the questions. So here we go. What's the hardest style of or type of dancing to perform? I'm talking bachata, cha-cha-cha, salsa. What is the hardest one you
But
think?
the hardest one, difficulty, I would say salsa.
Salsa.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you prefer tortillas, flat bread, or pita bread?
Oh, tortillas.
Oh.
Obviously.
Yeah, me too.
Flatbread is not tortilla.
No. And what
Pita
about
is not tortilla.
pita? Is not no. Pita
What about a nice souvlaki, bro?
Souvlaki is good.
That's
Souvlaki
right.
is
That's Peter brand.
It would be better with a tortilla, is what we're saying.
Bro, you say that again, I have to quit. I'm gonna quit the show.
Most annoying trait in a student.
annoying.
Trait, like one un defecto que tenga la persona or something
Oh,
like.
in a student.
Yeah.
Uy.
It could be Soroush if you want.
It could be
No, it could be anybody. I'm joking.
I would say it's not a defect, but when they are very, like, they want to know everything, like, too much.
Okay. Too fast, maybe?
No. It's because sometimes I do this, right? And they're
Uh-huh.
like, in how much time do you lift your
Oh my
finger
God, okay.
with your other
Okay.
second finger? Like,
Just do this, you know?
yeah.
Sounds like talking to my daughter. Everything is like, why? Why do you do this? Why? Where was salsa dancing created? Now, if you get this wrong, you have to tell a joke.
Well, that's actually hard. Created.
According to Google.
According to Google, well, you have the roots from Africa
Okay.
and
Ooh,
Cuba, of course.
you had to get it right. There you go. All right. Being a Mexicana, what is the best tequila?
The best tequila, Don Julio.
There you go. That's our future sponsor. Your favorite salsa song?
My favorite salsa song, I don't have a favorite salsa song. I
No?
have a favorite artist, and not even, but Los Adolescentes. I love Adolescentes.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. His wife is Colombian, by the way, and she's a good salsa dancer. I mean, for us normal people. Like, for you, she'd probably be like, what the hell is she doing? But, yeah, she's Colombian, and her brother is one of my best friends, so we've heard salsa our whole lives, but I didn't get any better at dancing it. So you don't have a favorite song, you said.
No, not really.
Okay, so that sounds like you should take a joke.
What?
I'm just trying to get a joke.
One of the
in.
joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry again. if they're bad or mean. You can just take it yourself, and just one advice that I give is just read it out right away. Don't think about it.
Okay.
Oh, here. You're gonna get her dancing.
So I attend a salsa class today. The instructor says to everyone, "All right, folks, who's ready to learn how to dance?" I realized that there was a misunderstanding and ran off with my bag of tortilla chips.
I told you they're not very good.
Not good.
Like, I'm a dad, but they're dad jokes. Put it aside so we never hear it again. What's the best Mexican restaurant in Montreal? I have a lot of Mexican friends. Be careful.
That's the answer.
Oh, you don't have?
I don't have a Mexican favorite. I don't like them. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
oh my God. So, okay, after the joke, we're gonna talk more about this.
Did you hear about the Mexican races? He joined the KKK.
So, did you hear about the Mexican races? No. He joined the KKK, like in K, but instead of K, you know, the KKK.
Oh my God.
He found it so funny. Sorry about that, Paulina. It's not
funny.
It's not.
It's not even.
It is pretty dumb. Yes.
He's laughing.
Yeah, we're really men. We find a lot of stupid things funny. So, Paulina, this has been a pleasure talking to you. Now, to finish, we wanted to ask fans or some of your students. It could be people that wanted to know the DNA of a champion that had questions for you. So we asked the fans to ask you some questions. So if you don't mind, we'll ask them. If you feel comfortable, go for it. You don't even get punished for that. Don't worry.
No more jokes? Okay.
No more jokes, that's it. Unless you really want to, but it doesn't get better.
The last one was KKK.
Yeah, KKK. What does dance bring to your life?
Oh, well, I don't think I can not dance. And like I always say when I see, an older person,
Yeah.
I'll be that person. I'll be that person even if if I'm sitting and just moving my arms, I'll
still be happy.
Yeah, I'll be happy.
You cannot imagine your life without dancing.
No.
Very good. What is the project or moment you're most proud of?
Well, I was in a competition in Puerto Rico, but that was a different style competition. Okay. It was not the typical scores. Like, we have to improvise.
Okay.
And there's a live band playing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really...
That must be hard because you don't even know the song that's
You don't
playing.
know the song, and you have to do lifts and tricks. And the best dancers of the world were there.
Okay.
Like from Spain, Italy, like Colombia, Puerto Rico. They were all there. I remember, like, it's the only time of my competition that like live that I was about to not step on on the stage.
You were that nervous.
I was so nervous, but after I did it, I was so proud of myself.
Nice, and now it's your best moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is obviously from somebody who know you, but he says or she says, some people might not know that you studied management.
Mm-hmm.
And how has that helped you to get where you are today?
Actually helps me a lot with organizing myself because to study, I was studying and doing all that like 8 hours a day and then 8 hours of dancing through many years. Like,
when did you sleep?
I don't know. I don't even know. I didn't even know how I did it. But it helped me to organize myself in that sense. And then also, like, just to know that that everything is possible, right? You can do it. Because, of course, the knowledge helps, yes. But it was more in the sense of believing on me.
Believing in yourself, yeah,
Yes.
to be able to do it. Yeah, I'm sure it did help in many ways because, well, if you were disciplined enough to do 8 hours
Yes.
of dancing and 8 hours of studying, then like I don't think anything could stop you. Um, this we already answered before. What is the best thing about the salsa Latin dancing community? And is there some things we should work on to improve the quality of this community? I'm assuming in Montreal.
Um, I will say that the community is very, very nice. I'll say that we are very friendly in general. A lot of dance styles, they are always the problems. Everybody's fighting with each other,
Okay.
and I appreciate that from Montreal. That all the dance teachers in general, of course, there's always something, but
You know,
in general, they're very friendly and they have a good environment.
okay.
So
They help each other.
they help each other.
Nice.
Maybe we can find ways to do more things together,
Okay.
but we already friendly. Like
Okay. So
it's a
to
good-
collaborate,
to
maybe
collaborate.
A bit more.
Mhm.
Okay. This one's in Spanish, but I'll
Ay.
translate. Si no fueras bailarina, ¿qué serías? So
Ay.
if you wouldn't be a dancer, a salsa dancer, what would you be?
That's a hard question. um, if I go back to school, I was about like deciding or business administration or medicine.
Oh. Okay.
And yeah, I would say if I wouldn't study business administration, I would study medicine,
Okay.
and I wouldn't be dancing.
There you go. Maybe after an operation, a
yeah.
few steps, but maybe not as good as.
Yeah.
All right. Another one in Spanish. Hablamos de tu ética profesional. ¿Qué se necesita para conectar con tus estudiantes? So, how would you say ética profesional? So your professional etiquette. What do you think is the most important thing to connect with your students?
I think we need to really see what they need, what they want to improve,
Okay.
and find the best to transmit the knowledge to them.
Okay.
Sometimes I see it. I mean, maybe happened to me too. Like you just go with information randomly and just throw it, but no, you need to listen to them first
Yeah.
to
that's
know
very good.
what's their goal.
It's funny because throughout this interview, I've noticed how many similarities there is between our kind of, because we're both in like the teaching business, if you want. And what you just said is exactly what I always think is like, listen to what the client wants first. Don't try to impose your method, your way, your vision. Yes, I have some people that walk in here and I go like, this person could be like a world champion bodybuilder if he wanted to, but that's not what he wants. So who
No.
cares, you know? So yeah, it's very interesting that you say that. Now this one I don't understand, but maybe you do. It seems like a funny one. ¿Hace cuánto existen las Bravas?
Oh, Las Bravas is my dance team.
Ah, there you go. So they're asking how long ago, how long has it been that the Bravas exist?
I think we started the team 2016,
Okay.
and but we stopped from the pandemic.
Okay. okay.
So how much?
So now you-
4, 6.
Seis, ocho, 16, and we're 23, 7 years.
7 years, but she stopped in that.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, we kept going online, so not really.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
so 7 years.
Oh, okay.
wow.
And are you
crazy.
guys gonna?
It's really.
And are you guys gonna keep going?
Yes, my team. Every Saturday, I have a training.
Okay.
And now, when I started, I did the 1 level. Everybody can learn a choreography, but now it's nice because I have 3 levels, and all ages are welcome,
Nice.
which is nice to have, older people, younger people, kids. Well, not to kids, but probably 18 plus.
Okay. Nice.
It's nice. Yeah.
¿Cómo ha evolucionado este grupo a lo largo de los años? What's the evolution of this group been like over the years?
I think at the beginning I wanted, to impose my knowledge and just do the difficult stuff. And but
Yeah.
I think now I try to find a way to help them, and so that's what I created 3 levels, and I
Fantastic.
want them to have a goal and a dream, like to get better and better.
And they do, right?
Yes.
At least from what I've seen here.
Hmm.
What is the craziest thing that ever happened on stage?
On stage,
Somebody fainted, fell, or something, or a couple fought. A breakup right on the stage.
fighting is very like common on the dance.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, people screaming to each other.
Like
Happened to me.
Like between you and your partner?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Not during the show.
Okay.
But me happened to me. I was getting ready, warming up, and they say, "Oh, one of the teams didn't show up, so you need to go now."
Oh, wow.
So I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm dressed," and I go. I did my show. I'm dancing, and then at some point I do a kick, right?
Okay.
My leg goes all the way there here, and I look at my leg and I see a black thing. I forgot to. I kept my, the leg warmers.
Oh, yeah. You kept your leg warm?
I kept my leg warmers, but they were the Mexican ones, like they have holes and they're old and they're ugly. And I was doing my show with that, my nice costume and those like whole stuff, and I was like. So you can see on the video, there's a video.
Oh, yeah.
You can see my face like that. And my partner was like so mad at me, looking like doing the whole show mad at me. And we have to do difficult lifts. And we did everything and we finished like mad. We got up and he started screaming and we're fighting. Everybody can hear us.
In Spanish?
Que
Yes.
pena.
Que pena, yeah. Que pena. That's a que pena moment.
Yeah.
Like, it happens. But that's pretty funny. ¿Cómo ha sido para ti la evolución de la salsa desde tus comienzos hasta ahora? So how do you feel that salsa has evolved since you started to now?
Oof. I think we came back to the roots, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we were trying to change the regional dance into more technical, but now everybody wants to come back to the real flavor, the real movement, the Cuban style. So that's been a good change for the style, for the salsa. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's great. And final question. ¿Qué decisión o momento en tu carrera cambiarías si pudieras? So what would you change? What moment or decision in your career would you change if you could?
Oof, that's
Taking those socks off.
taking those socks off. For sure. I would say I did a lot of bad decisions towards the way I was working.
Yeah.
I always focused too much on the dancing and not on the business side,
Okay.
just to promote myself, not even like making money, promoting myself.
Yes, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just never gave importance to that.
Okay.
I still don't.
So you can still change it.
I can still change it, so I should. Yeah, like I never call any like TV or anything in Mexico either. Like say, okay, I won the world championship.
Yeah, I'm assuming you would have been like a national treasure for them to be like, oh, look, this Paulina girl is like beating everybody else. It's I mean, if Tekashi 6ix9ine became a fan favorite in Mexico, you would have done a lot better. I don't know if you know who that is, but I'm not a fan. It's better you don't. We'll put a picture of him. So hey, listen, this was great. You have fans in your students and everywhere, I guess. So we asked them for a few questions and we got a lot. There's more, but we don't want to keep you here all night because I just got a message from my wife saying that it's like 50 degrees already outside. So we're in for some fun a fun way home. So listen, Paulina, I hadn't met you before. I'm happy, very happy that Soroush connected us because you have a fantastic story. story, and you're still very young, so I'm sure many more things to happen. So thank you for being here. Congrats on being a world champion. I mean, my God, that's something that we could never say, right? Maybe you, I don't know. But not salsa.
By the way, this year they restarted competition in Miami, and there's a couple from Montreal that won.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
very good. You know their names?
Yeah, Jaime and Sasha. Yeah, they won.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations to Jaime and Sasha. If ever you have a link or something for their dance or something, don't be. We'll put it on too. So well, see already salsa is back, and hopefully it keeps coming back more and more. So before finishing, anything you want to say? Where can people find you if they're interested in taking classes with you or being part of Las Bravas or something like that? Where can we find you?
Yeah, well, I have my website, paulinaposadas.com.
Okay.
And all the information is there.
That is fantastic. So at least us two, we're going to put a link, but at least us two will go check it out. And that is it for us. Thank you again, Paulina. Salud. Let's do it Canadian style this time.
Gracias.
And gracias a ustedes for listening. Salud. Thank you all for listening. Have a good night and make it happen. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more content, click right here for another exciting episode right here. If you want to get in shape, sign up for our online fitness app using the link in the description. Finally, help support us by liking and subscribing. And if you don't want to do none of that, well, at least keep making it happen.